Tommy O'Neill. August 13, 2026. Voynich Manuscript Decryption Folio 67v2 Scorpio portion. After extracting this Eva Voynich word okchosam located just millimeters above the Scorpio's tail, in the image of Folio 67v2, then processing it in my cipher, I found the Latin word Lai. The definition is, son of Labdacus, king of Thebes, and father of Oedipus. The word Lai is short for Laius, and he was the king of Thebes. Wilfred Voynich liked to work with word puzzles alongside imagery while using it as a teaching example. Scorpio is an astrological sign, and in Greek myth Gaia sent a scorpion to attack Orion the hunter for boasting he could kill any animal. Gaia is the key when connecting words along with Thebes to scorpion that is set off by Lai found in the Eva Voynich word okchosam. Gaia helped found the city Thebes in its inception through myth, of course. Wilfred Voynich and his word puzzle forced the decryptologist to understand Greek mythology, finding the relationship of Thebes from Scorpio through Gaia. Of course, in myth there is no direct relationship with Thebes and Scorpio, however only indirectly through Gaia, and the Laius or Lai was the king of Thebes. In Greek mythology, Laius, also spelled Laios, was a notorious king of Thebes whose actions catalyzed one of the most famous tragedies in literature, the myth of his son, Oedipus. Gaia, the earth goddess, and the giant hunter Orion arose because Orion boasted he could kill every animal on earth. Angered, Gaia sent a giant scorpion, Scorpio, to sting and slay Orion, later placing both foes into the night sky as permanent celestial opposites. The myth of the Spartoi is one of the stranger origin stories in Greek mythology, tied to the founding of Thebes by Cadmus. The setup: Cadmus and the dragon. Cadmus, a Phoenician prince, was sent by his father to find his sister Europa after Zeus abducted her, in the form of a bull. Unable to find her, Cadmus consulted the oracle at Delphi, which told him to abandon the search and instead follow a special cow, founding a city wherever it lay down to rest. The cow led him to Boeotia, where it finally settled, and this became the site of Thebes. Before he could found the city, Cadmus needed water and sent his men to a nearby spring. That spring was guarded by a fearsome serpent or dragon, sacred to Ares, which killed most of his companions. Cadmus fought and killed the dragon himself. Gaia's role and the sowing of the teeth. Here's where Gaia, the earth goddess, primordial mother of all life, enters the story. On the advice of Athena, some versions say at Gaia's own instruction, Cadmus took the dragon's teeth and sowed them into the earth like seeds. Because Gaia was the source of all earthly life, planting the teeth in her soil caused armed warriors to spring up fully grown from the ground. These earth-born men were the Spartoi, meaning the sown, or the sown men, in Greek. They emerged from the soil already fighting, and immediately turned on each other in a violent frenzy. Cadmus, alarmed, threw a stone into their midst. Unable to tell who had thrown it, the Spartoi began accusing and attacking one another until only 5 survived. Founding Thebes. These 5 surviving Spartoi, Echion, Eudius, Thonius, Hipparinor, and Pelorus, became the ancestors of the Theban nobility. They helped Cadmus build the city and populate it, and many of Thebes's noble families traced their lineage back to these earth-sprung warriors. Echion in particular married Cadmus's daughter Agave and became a key figure in Theban ruling lines. Their son was Pentheus, later king of Thebes. The deeper meaning. The myth reflects a few recurring Greek ideas. Autochthony, the notion that a people sprang directly from their own native soil, which Greek cities often used to claim a special, primal right to their land. Violence at the root of civilization. Thebes's founding myths are steeped in bloodshed, the dragon, the fratricidal Spartoi, and later curses like that of Oedipus, which many scholars read as foreshadowing the city's turbulent mythic history. Gaia as source of life and conflict, since earth-born beings in Greek myth, like the giants, are often violent by nature, the Spartoi fit a pattern where Gaia's offspring emerge already primed for combat.